So if you need somebody to teach you how to move it, please holler at this lovely woman. Please give a round of applause for Shirley Cina. Shaker. There we go. I was like, how high up do the heels get you?
Hi, everybody. It's so nice to be here. And I want to thank Grouchy Johns because I don't know if he's grouchy or not. I don't know how he got that name. And Mark and Megan were my neighbors, too, and they just can't get rid of me. They show up on my doorstep every Christmas with a bottle of wine. You missed it this year, damn it. It's happening. I am so excited to be here because, honestly, I didn't even think I was going to make it because I really had a bad week. This week, like from Valentine's Day on, honestly, everything went wrong. I mean, I got in the shower the other day, and I felt something hit the back of my leg. It was my ass. It's just dropping in. I mean, it started out that way, you know. Yeah, I had to go buy new bras. I have to buy my bras now at Lady Foot Locker. It's like bad. It's really bad. It happens, and my boyfriend had a bad week, too, because, you know, things fell on him. Yeah, did you girls ever look at your husband when he's sitting on the toilet? He looks like he's making tea. You know, their balls fall. Come on. These are jokes. Come on. But it's true. You know, age is not, it's not good. It happens all over the place. I mean, we're getting older now. I mean, I said to my boyfriend the other day, you want to go upstairs and make love? He said he couldn't do both. I mean, we finally got it on. And we were lying there in bed, basking in the afterglow. And he turned to me and he said, Shirl, if I knew you were still a virgin, I'd have been so much more gentle. I said, if I knew you could still get it up, I'd have taken off my pantyhose. You know, Valentine's Day came, which is, always exciting. And for Valentine's Day, he bought me a dog. He got me a little Chihuahua. So cute. I named it Puddles, my dog. And she's really just a darling Chihuahua. And now my girlfriend Sophie and I, we take dog walks every day. She has a Great Dane called Oscar. So we take Oscar and Puddles out for walks every day. And this past week, Sophie said, Shirl, why don't we just stop in a bar, like to have a drink? So I said, Soph, they're not going to let us in the bar with the dogs. And she said, oh, don't be silly. She said, just do what I do. So she put on her sunglasses and she leashed up Oscar and she walked into the bar. And the bartender said, excuse me, ma'am, but, there are no dogs allowed in this establishment. She said, I beg your pardon. This is a seeing-eye dog. He said, oh, my God, a Great Dane? She said, yes, they're using them, and they're really working. Oh, he said, forgive me, and come right in. So I thought, what the hell? Soph did it. So I leashed up Puddles, and I put on my sunglasses, and I walked into the bar, and he said, excuse me, ma'am, there's no dogs allowed in this establishment. I said, I beg your pardon, but this is a seeing-eye dog. He said, a Chihuahua? I said, they gave me a fucking Chihuahua? I took my dog, too. I took my dog to the vet. And lo and behold, these dogs talk. And there were 3 dogs in there talking. And the one dog said to the other, really, they do talk, And the one dog said to the other, he said, why are you here? And the dog said, well, you know what? I pissed all over my master's white Italian leather sofa, and it left a big yellow stain, and the sofa's ruined. And the dog said, oh, my God, so what are they going to do? He said, they're going to put me to sleep. And he said, why are you here? He said, well, I took a dump on my master's $8,000 Oriental carpet. He said, the carpet's ruined. They're going to put me to sleep. And the third dog was sitting there, and the other dogs looked at him. He said, and what about you? Why are you here? He said, my master's wife, she was taking a shower, and she got out of the shower, and she was bent over, wiping herself off. And I became so aroused. I couldn't control myself. He said, I mounted her from behind. And the other dog said, oh, my God, are they putting you to sleep? He said, oh, no, I'm just here to get my nails clipped. I'll wait. But that was my Valentine's. For Valentine's Day, I know he gave me a dog, but, I went out and I bought myself, for him, a pair of crotchless underwear. And I thought, this could be, big, really like turn him on. And so I put them on and I said, sweetheart, happy Valentine's Day. Would you like some of this? He said, hell no, look what it did to your underwear. So, I was just, men just think they're such sex symbols, I'll tell you another thing that happened to me this week. I was in my underground parking garage in my beautiful condo, and all of a sudden, the underground parking garage gate opened, and in drove the most beautiful silver Mercedes I had ever seen and parked. And behind the wheel was the handsomest man I'd ever laid my eyes on. So I sauntered over to the car. Said, how do? He said, how do? I said, why? That's one hell of a car you've got there. He said, you like it? I said, I sure do. He gets out of the car. I eyeball him. I said, well, look at you. One hell of a guy. Silver hair. Handsome arms. Handsome torso. Handsome legs. And that face. Why, I bet you even have a beautiful... Well, he said, some women have written home to talk about it. I said, really? Well, maybe I'd like to see it in person myself. So, make a long story short, he unzipped his fly. And there it was. I held it in my hand. He was a very tall man. And I said, don't you ever park in my space again. So that was my week. Thank you very much.